We welcome back all of our viewers to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're on to the fourth quarter, and it's the Packers who are currently in control of the football. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
50, Mike, 50.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
At least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I kind of blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Green Bay, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau. And And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago on that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Pulled off by Jair Alexander, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you polled folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's the front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Packers have taken the early lead. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A handoff to Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Drop to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. It's Love now back near his goal line. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this out past the 25. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for feeling out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. It'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for that.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this is going to be covered up. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
Get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going to force everything either.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle,
and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Big things today, baby. Big things today, y'all.
Thank goodness goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember at our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And a little bit of loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Mike spoke.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Kenny Clark, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Fielded at about the 28. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And I think he'll like this little montage. He's hit pay dirt 3 times.
This feels like good scouting and preparation.
Check, 42's the mic. They can't hang with us.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Set Mike 52 blue. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let that go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Love. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On second and goal. Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kingsley Kiki. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check, check. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Set go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play on.
Unbelievable.
And that'll set them back 5. After the sack, they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try to get some space.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Now on him and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about it.
No, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. There he goes, right side.
You ain't nothing.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he has not really been able to have a lot of The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. Ooh, with a juke. And now off to the races, down the right
Prime
side.
time, baby.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. 1st down, Love to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Green Bay. But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. Love's throw taken in here by Fulgham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now with all the work he's getting.
Here's a give to Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is certainly not into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamie and Sherwood. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
172 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Throwing. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we've just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your run.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
2nd and 14. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Giants on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. offense now about ready to take possession here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
Because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you can hope for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Off the play fake, Love. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Play fake. Here's Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Love. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Love going to give this one to Jones. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Mike 42. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A give to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Packers, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.